Alright YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So today we have the XR8 Pro G2 and the 4268 2200 kV brushless motor combo, and these are censored, so let's get them open and see what we get in the box. Right, so motor wise we have adjustable timing and you can do 40 degrees either direction. It looks like stock timing is set at 30 degrees and you can drop to 20 and go up to 40. You've got the 5mm output shaft with the flat on it for the pinion, and I believe they are M3 and M4 mounting options, so it comes in quite handy. You've got a sensor port on the back of it and pretty hefty motor. This is the 22 kV one. Now the motor itself comes with both a long and short sensor cable, so that comes quite useful. Speed controller wise, you get the motor wires, you get a little bag of heat shrink, and then you get the battery wires with the positive with the little rubber red band around it. Speed controller wise, you've got the port for running an external fan, so motor fan if you want. It's also the port you use for programming. The fan is detachable. You've got your sensor port, you've got all your pins, so you've got battery positive, negative, and then A, B and C running down the side of it, and they are really well made. Now I'll just run you quickly through the specs of these. So we've got a SBEC that can do 6 to 8.4 volts, so it comes in really handy for the high-powered servos, and with it being a race ESC it supports 2 to 4S. Now let's just run you through a few specs, so I'll get you a good picture of the manual and put this up on screen so you can see exactly what we're talking about with these. But they are fully programmable. So I use the Wi-Fi dongle, but you can now buy the Bluetooth one as well. So it gives you a quick description of what the settings are for it, how to set throttle range and that. Right, so I'll cover that in the XB8E22 that we're fitting it in. But just to cover some of the basics, I'll try and get you a picture of that around here somewhere. So running modes, we have forward and brake, forward, reverse and brake, forward and reverse. Reverse force you can set to 25, 50, 75 or 100. LiPo you can have on auto calculate, 2 cell, 3 cell or 4 cell. Voltage cutoff, you've got disable, auto 3.3 volt per cell, or you can set it completely adjustable between 5 to 13.6 volt, adjustable in 0.1 volt steps. So that'll be the whole cell or whole battery voltage that you're running off. You're not going to be able to sense per cell, which is same on most ESCs, or all of them what I've seen so far. You've got an Esc Thermal Protection that can be disabled or enabled. You've got motor thermal protection, again, can be enabled or disabled. Your BEC can be set from 6 to 8.4 volt, adjustable in 0.1 volt increments. So that's, as I say, very useful for the high-powered servos. It'll run in censored or sensorless hybrid mode. I think most ESCs, when they're running in hybrid mode, they'll run in censored while they're slow, and then when they go crazy fast, they'll run in sensorless. I believe that's how it's set up. Motor rotation, clockwise or counterclockwise. Phase AC swap, so you can enable or disable that. We'll have to look more into what that is. Throttle rate control, 1 to 30, adjustable in 1-step increments. Throttle curve, linear or fully customizable. Neutral range 6, 8 or 10%. Initial throttle force, so I'm not sure if you'd call that boost on some of the RTR cars, or but basically it's just the initial sort of input of the throttle, how aggressive it'll be, and that's adjustable in 1 increment steps from 1 to 15. Coast, which is basically when you let it off, you can make it feel more like a brushed motor, so it's got more resistance on it. And that is adjustable from 0 to 15. PWM drive frequency, so how fast it's updating the PWM signal that it's sending to motor to tell it what to drive at. So you can have that 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32, or fully customizable. Softening value is 0 to 30 degrees, 1 degree interval steps. Softening range, so you can have that 0, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, 60, 65, 70 and 75%. Drag brake 0 to 100 in 1 degree increments. Maximum brake force 0 to 100, again 1 degree increments. The initial brake force when you first hit the brake, so that's drag, it equals your drag brake basically. 0 to 50%, 1 degree increments again. Brake rate control 1 to 20, adjustable in one step increments. Brake curve, we can have linear or fully customized. Brake frequency, so you can have that at 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 or fully customizable. Boost timing 0 to 48 degrees in 1 degree increments. Turbo timing is 0 to 48 degrees. And then you've got your turbo delay, so you can have it instant, 0.05 of a second, 1, 0.15, 0.2, 0.25, 0.35, 0.4, 0.45, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 or 1 second delay. Turbo increase rate, we've got a whole load of settings on that. So instant, 3 degree, 0.1 seconds, 6 degree, 0.1, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 and 30. And then turbo decrease rate, we can have that instant or 3 degrees of a 0.1 seconds, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 and 30 degree. So very, very customizable. You've also got a bunch of, so you've got another table which will give you all your presets. So it'll tell you what the actual models are set at. So I'll put a quick picture of this up. I'm not going to run through all this. But basically, these are the stock settings. So you can just flick straight to whichever one of these you want. Gives you a brief description on programming, explanation of the LED status, and then a bit of troubleshooting. So quite a comprehensive manual as you usually get with the Hobbywing stuff, and there is a whole load of stuff to go over when you're programming it. You can also do the firmware updates, so quite in-depth and quite a lot to go through with that. The motor, I believe you can increase, using the timing, you can increase the motor RPM by 50% on these. So, let's see if there's anything that we need to be aware of in this one. Basically, the 2200 kV will run 2 to 6S lipos, and it's generally for 1/8 off-road. So that's usually what you'd use this motor for. It is designated as an off-road motor by Hobbywing as well. But should be quite a good match for the race buggy. I like quite revvy motors, so. And it gives you a quick explanation of how to disassemble it to service it. So, as always with Hobbywing, quite a nice setup. Nice that it comes with sensor cables, both long and short. And I did buy this as a combo, and it will be going in the XB8 E22. So, thanks again for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And I'll catch you guys again in the next one.